A few things to remember this weekend. First, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, August 29th, will be Mercer Day at Central Baptist. You need to be here for worship on that Sunday, to hear outstanding preaching from one of the best Baptist preachers I know in Georgia, Greg DeLoach, who after a long career in the local church is now the dean of Mercer's McAfee School of Theology. And you need to be here on August 29th to hear from and help us welcome the president of Mercer University, President Bill Underwood. It's going to be a great day of celebration at Central. We need you to be here to help make it extra special. And number two, next Wednesday night, we'll eat a meal together at Central. Homemade barbecue outside on picnic tables as we welcome our Dominican ministry partners who will provide music for us as we celebrate our partnership together. That is always a great night of good food, of great music, and a fun fellowship. I hope you can be here with us next Wednesday night as we kick off our Wednesday nights for the fall. And as I'm sure all of you are aware, COVID cases in our community continue to rise again. Be safe, be careful. Even if you've been vaccinated, wear a mask, wash your hands, watch your distance. We want you and everyone who comes to Central to be as safe as possible, and the only way we can do that is together. Now this Sunday we conclude our worship series in Ephesians by looking together at a passage, Ephesians chapter 6, which will be somewhat familiar to many of you. It's the put on the armor of God passage. God's armor, according to Paul, includes things like truth and justice and peace. What if we wore those things on the outside of our bodies, over our clothes like armor, truth, justice, and peace? Not just to protect us, although they will, but so that the whole world could see them. One of the things that Paul gets at over and over again in Ephesians is our fundamental misalignment with the world. As members of God's kingdom and members even of God's household, we are fundamentally at odds with the powers of this earthly realm. One of the things that most sets us apart, or that should set us apart as citizens of God's kingdom, is the way we choose to engage in the conflict that necessarily comes from that misalignment. We don't engage in conflict as the world does, but as Christ does. With truth, with justice, with peace, and with the Word of God. We'll talk just exactly about that idea this Sunday in each of our worship services. We worship at 8:45 and 10:55. Blair Morgan will be singing in our 10:55 worship service. I can't wait to see you then.